Welcome back to the next exciting day of Ancient Greek, the next lesson. If you feel like you have the next stuff, or the previous stuff learned pretty well, then you're ready to go onto this part. So let's start by writing the English. In the beginning, God made. So we're going to put this on the first line here. G-O-D, in the beginning. God made, M-A-D-E. Okay, and we have to fit this in Greek over here, and these are going to be 3 words, and they are epoiesin ho theos. Repeat after me, say epoiesin ho theos. Epoiesin ho theos. We're going to start right here with writing another epsilon, just like we had an N. And then P. This is also used in math as the letter pi, but in Greek we call it P. And then Omicron looks just like the letter O. And then in iota, which looks just like our letter I, except it doesn't have a dot at the top. So we have E-P-O-I, or epsilon, P, Omicron, iota. And then we're going to put an eta next to it. We had an eta here in arche, arche. E-poi-e. And then this is a sigma. It looks like an omicron, like we had back here, except it has this piece at the top. And this makes the letter S, sigma. And then another epsilon. And then another nu, like we had back here. So let's say the letters that we wrote here. We have, repeat after me, say epsilon, P, Omicron, iota, eta, sigma, epsilon, nu. One more time, repeat after me, say epsilon, P, Omicron, iota, eta, sigma, epsilon, nu. And we pronounce this epoiesin, epoiesin. And this means made, God made. So en arche, epoiesin, and then the letter omicron as a separate word. And then I'm going to put what looks like a little apostrophe above it. And this is a breathing mark. And so instead of just saying O, we say ho, like ho, 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 Merry Christmas. Or I'm going to go out to the garden. Has anybody seen the hoe? How will I do any gardening without the hoe? And then the last word is theos. This is a tall omicron, and we're going to put a slash through it. And that makes a TH sound, theta. And then epsilon, omicron, and then we're going to do the other type of sigma. We had a sigma here in epoiesin, and now we're going to put a sigma right here, and instead of closing it, we're going to leave it open since it's at the end of that word. So it's kind of like an O, and then at the end it curves back in. Almost like a backwards question mark. So we have the TH sound, T-H-E-O-S, theos. And ho theos means the God. And that's how they think of it in Greek. They think of the God, even though they just mean one God. They say ho theos. And so in English we say God. In the beginning, God made, and that is epoiesin. So on your paper, point to the word that means in. En arche epoiasin hoseos. Hopefully you pointed to en. And then point to the word that means the, as in the God. This one right here, the, ho. And then point to the word that means beginning. That is arche. Say arche. And then which word means made? Epoiasin. So in Greek, they're thinking something like, in beginning, made the God. And in our next lesson, when you feel like you understand this and you're ready to go on, perhaps tomorrow, we will learn what God made. Give yourself a round of applause and great work. Good job.